Here's the instructional video for Bottled Up, a truly ingenious effect. To begin, you're going to need to round up a few cards and various items. You're going to need 3 duplicates of a card. So for instance, I'm using 4 of diamonds. I took one random card out of the pack and I've placed a 1-inch strip right here along the back of double stick tape. It's right in the middle. It's right there in between my fingers. Okay? Put that aside. Now, to begin, you're going to need to rip a corner off of 2 of these cards and make it identical. If you already have the intercessor or are interested in purchasing it, we have it here at Penguin Magic. This can facilitate this setting up of making identical corners. So what you're going to do is hold these cards very tight, okay? And you want to rip them together. There's 2 cards here held together, and just start ripping and go nice and slow, okay? Yeah, keep them nice and together. Hold them real tight and real gently and slowly rip them. There you go, to make 2 identical corners. Now one of these cards you can simply throw away. You don't need it, so you can get rid of 1 card. We'll just get rid of it for now. This card you're going to need. This is going to be the card you load into the Snapple in a moment. The other card is going to be your force card. And you can get rid of one of these corners. You only need one of them. The other one can be thrown away. So at this point what you're going to do is you're going to take a Snapple or any other bottle that has a pop top, that when you open it, it pops up. You're going to open the bottle. Place the bottle without the cap, just the contents, inside of the microwave and warm it for 2 to 3 minutes. What you want to do here is get the contents very warm. You don't want them to boil. So depending on the strength of your microwave, gauge it. Watch how warm it gets and make sure it doesn't boil. At that point, take it out. Let the contents cool down for a little bit. Okay? What you're going to do at that point is once you've taken it out of the microwave, place the loaded card inside the bottle. Okay? Inside the Snapple or whatever you're using, and close the top and leave it outside to just cool down to room temperature. Do that for about 45 minutes to an hour. Then at that point, once it's cooled down to about room temperature, you can touch it. It's not too hot. Put it into the fridge. Now you do not, under any circumstances, want to take it straight out of the microwave and put it in the fridge because that could cause the glass to crack. So you don't want to do that. And at this point, what's going to happen is once you let it cool down for another hour or so, the air up here in the top is going to have warmed and then cooled, so it's going to contract. And what that's going to do, it's going to suck down the cap. So next time you open it, it's going to make a pop. You vacuum sealed it again. So that leads to the illusion of opening a new bottle once you do it. So you've got the loaded bottle. You're all set to go. This you bring with you wherever you want to go. And here's the setup from that point on. You're going to place the card with the double stick tape on the bottom of the pack. Underneath it, in finger palm, you're going to place the corner face down in your left hand, and you're going to place the duplicate on top, your force card. At this point, you could have a card selected. In the demo video, I did a classic force. We have an instructional video on the classic force and how to do it, so you can check that out. Or if not, I'll show you how to do it with a riffle force. So you're going to, at this point, do a slip cut. Just lift off half the deck, keep your thumb on the top card, and slip it into the middle. Catch a pinky break. Okay? So we've got a pinky break, and just tell them to say stop whenever they want. Make sure they say stop above the force card. So if they say stop here, you're simply going to grab from the back and lift right at the break and hand them the card, have them show it around to everybody. At this point, I'll take and I'll drop the top half onto the table. I'll take the card back from them and say, oh, let me cheat a little and look at it. And what I do at that point is I'm going to hold the card between my forefinger and thumb. I'm going to grip the deck between my middle and forefinger, grab it, pull it away, and drop it down. Now notice what I just did is I managed to place the force card right on the corner. Okay, watch that again, just so you can see it. Corner's in finger palm, face down. Half the pack is above it. I'm going to grab it with my middle and forefinger, pull the pack out, drop it down, put the rest of the deck on top. That's going to leave your double stick card, the card with the double stick tape on the back, on the bottom of the deck. At this point, re-grip and allow yourself to position it so you can hold the card up, covering the corner with your forefinger and middle finger of your left hand. And at this point, you want to rip a corner as near to identical as the corner that you have, hidden. So at that point, you're going to just start ripping a corner. Try and make it as close as possible. Don't worry if it's not dead on. Boom. Rip the corner. And you can show the corner. At this point, what I'll do is I'll gesture to my spectator and I'll say, okay, are you right-handed or left-handed? Now notice, I move forward. I say, are you right-handed or left-handed? I move back and I move forward. Now what I've just done is I've taken the corner that I actually ripped And as I move back, I put it under the card. Here's the move. I put it under the card, hold it with my right hand, and come forward with the left hand with the duplicate corner. Okay, so I've just switched corners. So in that motion, I ask, are you right-handed or left-handed? They go left-handed. I go, great. Hold the corner in your left hand. Invisible switch. Tons of misdirection. You hand them the corner, you're set to go. Now it's just a matter of making this card disappear. Now you have a few options at this point. If you have a table near you, you can ditch this corner. Just allow it to drop behind. Just drop it into your lap. If not, what you could do at this point is you can simply palm it into your right hand. Okay, you can palm it into your right hand, go into your pocket, grab something out, ditch it at whatever point you need to. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you've gotten rid of the corner. Let's say you've lapped it. At this point, you're going to pick up the deck, hand them the card for just a moment, or place it down. It's actually better to place it down and riffle up the back to break the tape. Okay, the double stick tape, and catch a pinky break above the double stick tape card. Swing cut half the deck over and reestablish a break above the double stick card. I spread out the cards and I say, okay, put your card back in the middle. Place it back in the middle. You're placing it right above the card with the double stick tape. Make sure to square it up. Drop the rest of the deck on top and really give it a good squeeze at this point. Okay, you just lodged the double stick tape. Now you can deal through the entire deck, showing that the card has vanished completely. Notice when we reach the double stick tape, there's absolutely no way to tell. It feels just like a single card. You could, in theory, have them deal through. Tell them to deal through quickly and just look for their card. And if they're looking for their card, that's the misdirection, so they won't even notice. So you could either do that, or you could deal yourself, showing their cards completely vanished, at which point you could have them open the Snapple. Okay? Have them do it. You'll hear it snap. Have them pour it out into a glass. They'll see that card. Believe me, their facial expressions will say everything. They'll gasp in amazement at this point. Have them pull it out. Let them match the corners and see that it is indeed their card. There it is, bottled up. A true miracle.